First of all, I want to say welcome to our awesome buddy here, Regan Weiss. Welcome from, he is the CEO of 43, a creator of The Hub.
Yes, sir.
And also the creator of the Package Portal, correct?
Yes, sir. You are correct.
So, first of all, I want to say thank you for coming on our show.
Thank both of you for having me.
Bro, we're excited. We're excited. I told my brother,
excited.
I'm like, bro, we got Regan. And I was telling Mitch, I'm like, Mitch, we got Regan. He was all excited. So I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to give the mic to you, of course, which you have one in front of you. And just tell us about yourself. Where you're from, what you love to do. Tell us about your family.
All right. So Regan Weiss, I was actually born in New Jersey, moved here to Florida many moons ago. I consider myself a Floridian. 8th grade is when I moved here. I played football. I fell in love with the game of football. I actually went to go play college football, had fun there. When I went to school, I fell in love with broadcasting and marketing. That's where I learned my niche there. Worked on a local radio station in college. That was my dream. Like I wanted to be the sports announcer, broadcaster, get into voiceover. That didn't happen. I got into real estate. Actually after high school, then construction, then back into marketing. So I've been all over the place. At the end of the day, people, everyone has a different definition of success. And if I deem myself successful, it's because I help others. That is simply that. And when I came here and we were off camera, and that's exactly what you guys were talking about. You're here to help others. You're here to help our community. And that's why I'm connecting with you guys, because you're truly authentic individuals and good looking doctors.
Thank you, bro.
Come on, look at these guys.
I appreciate it.
Look at these guys.
Dude,
right.
You're the first non-Middle Eastern that had a better beard than me.
I know, bro. I love his beard.
I love it,
honestly,
that's awesome.
Who's your barber? I
Man.
see your barber on
Dude,
Facebook all the time.
You guys, I mean, listen, I know you're loyal to your bar, right?
He is.
Especially you
Yeah.
You got to try that one time, man. Once you go to Jorge.
Steve will kill you, bro.
Once you go to yeah, I know. You don't mess with barbers, dude.
I know.
There's like barber code.
No,
is.
you cannot. No. They know.
Oh,
Trust
I know.
me.
Oh, yeah,
they will find each other.
They will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's cheating on your barber.
Cheating on your barber.
That
Yes.
was
It's true.
our cousin.
It's true.
That's awesome, man. So originally from New Jersey. Have you been living in Pasco County since you moved here?
So moved to Pasco. My father retired down here, moved to Pasco, went to local high school here, and then went to
So you've been here a while then.
since 90.
You are Floridian,
91,
man.
You're Floridian, yeah.
Because there's no real
Florida.
Floridian.
No.
I feel like I
My
never
wife
meet
is.
anybody.
My
No
wife
way.
is.
They're rare. That's like a rare breed.
Born and raised Newport Richie.
What?
Yep.
Oh, damn.
That's
She's a
really
true
rare.
OG.
Yep.
Probably knows Mike
Born
Lamparelli.
born at North Bay Hospital, downtown Newport Richie.
What's your wife's
my
name?
God.
We don't want to talk about
Yeah.
Okay,
She'll get mad at me.
Shout out to Regan's
It's Jennifer.
wife.
It's Jennifer.
Shout out Jennifer.
For being the true OG.
I will tell you, she hates social media.
Really?
Can't
I don't blame
stand
her.
social media. She won't do it.
But she's in the medical field.
She's in the medical field. She's on it for like marketplace and all that other stuff.
Yeah, shopping, of
But
course.
love my wife. She hates social media.
I don't blame her, man.
Can't blame her, bro.
It's
She hates
causing
it.
a lot of problems now,
You
man.
think?
Yeah, it really is. It really
does.
is. It
People
really
are
is.
on it all day, and I don't think people understand it. Completely changes your mood. You can have the best mood in the world, and you watch one bad thing, your whole day
You know
is
what
ruined.
though? I will tell you this. I've paid attention to my feed, and it's what you feed yourself as well.
For sure.
What I'm looking
That's
at,
true.
the
You talk
only
about that a
thing
lot.
I'm
You do.
getting is positivity, because that's all I'm looking at is positivity.
Very good
All
point.
these people that ruminate about negative crap, and that's what they're looking at, and they're looking at politics and religion. If you want to feed yourself that's on you, and
Exactly.
that's mental
That's a
health.
solid
Exactly.
point.
That's mental health,
Exactly.
and it
Yeah,
will destroy
because the
you.
algorithm is going to continue to show you what
100%.
you want to
For sure.
see.
100%.
If you're looking at women all day, that's what's going to pop
Yep.
up. Exactly, 100%.
Yep.
That's so true.
I just don't feed myself that. If I go on, all I see is my friend. It's so funny because I see some people say, "Oh, all it is full of negativity." I look at my friends list, all my friends, the great things, positive things that they're doing in their life, things that they're doing in their community, because that's who I surround myself with. It's nothing new to tell you guys. You know
Yeah,
that.
of
You're surrounding yourself with positive people. You're always going to see positive things. Period. Do bad things happen in life? Yeah, sure, but we don't dwell on that. Of
course.
100%. And there's a lot of positive in social media too. You're so right.
100%.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like people are learning everything through social media.
It's true. Have you
You
guys
can build
messed-
a whole house through social media.
Have you messed with AI yet? Have you touched it?
You know what?
A little
I
bit,
started
yeah.
to play with it a little bit. It's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
It's pretty badass.
So I was messing with it, right? Because I'm in marketing, so I'm
Yeah.
curious. So now I'm like, all right, I'll show you Elon Musk.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll show
What
you.
I can
I'll
do.
show you my creativity, and I'll put it in there. Like I go, hey, write me a script for a locksmith company, literally. And we're talking milliseconds. a full script about how to market a locksmith company. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
It's beyond our time.
You guys, you think about this. You guys know Ryan Owens? Have you heard of Ryan Owens?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
right. He's a good guy. You got to meet him one day. But we had to talk about AI. It's in its kindergarten infancy, and we're impressed by it.
Yeah.
And it's in kindergarten.
Oh my God.
Think about that.
Wow.
It's in beta in kindergarten.
And you got to start learning it now because you're going to be
for
behind.
Sure.
It's going to be like those old folks that didn't know Facebook. That
Yeah,
didn't know
exactly.
that.
It's kind
You have to know.
jump on
That's
it
why
now.
you got to jump on it during the beta process so you understand what's going on.
Exactly.
So
Basics.
So go through it because
for
it's going to
sure.
be beneficial. I mean, quite frankly, even if you guys are struggling, which you're not because they're smart doctors, but if you were struggling to come up with content for the night, you say, I need 10 bullet points to talk on my podcast tonight.
Yeah, bam, bam.
Dude,
That's insane.
It makes your whole life easier
done.
too, man.
It's done. Actually, it's another avenue for the small young entrepreneur to help launch themselves because right now they're all looking for people.
Yeah.
I need help. I need guidance. I need a mentor. Start there and then evolve from after that.
Yeah.
That's actually really smart.
Yeah, but see, okay, so those are the advantages, right? So what do you think the disadvantages of AI?
You know, what I
feel like everything will have a disadvantage at a certain point, right?
Dude.
It is.
It's dependency.
You become too dependent.
Yeah. Becomes too dependent
But
on
it's
it.
like with everything else, like when they say when we were getting into crypto, right? Like don't ever invest or do anything until you put at least 150 hours educating yourself on it.
Yeah.
Once you learn it, you understand it. It's a
Right.
whole different ballgame.
Right.
You know.
Well,
It'll
everyone
change your
jumped in.
life.
Oh, crypto's going to change your life. How'd that work out for you,
Yeah.
bro?
And everybody wanted to be a millionaire, right?
They fooled me with that, man.
Yeah.
I had a good buddy of mine. He dabbled in it, and he threw 6 figures into it, and it's gone.
Oh God, that's terrifying.
There's people that
Well, he's
Yeah,
he's dabbling.
Yeah.
If you're at that level, you're whatever.
I mean, that's why
for
they always
sure.
say don't
Right.
invest your whole money. I mean, if you have a
Right.
little bit and you want to play with it, it's fine. But
I
that's
mean,
not
yeah,
something I'd rather
if you're willing to lose it, right?
Yeah.
If you're willing to lose it,
I don't, you know what I do see with the AI, which I think is comical right now. They're also asking for your input because they want to learn. And they ask you, how would you answer that? I'm like, I'm not going to tell you how I would answer that because now you're
using
your
yours.
You're using mine.
Exactly.
And it actually
Exactly.
says, it gives you a warning. Be careful what you ask it because it's capturing everything.
Wow.
What you're looking at.
That's how they build it up.
100%.
That's the only way it gets from kindergarten to first grade and go
Right.
up.
Wait,
Yeah.
just wait. And then not just that, guys. Like they're talking about. Like we're gonna, the Avatar stuff for Meta, and we can talk about that and get into that. But I just don't see myself. I'm sorry, maybe we're from a different generation. I'm a little bit older than these fellas. I have gray in the beard. They do not have
look at my gray hair. It's
Look at
wisdom.
that.
It's
That's
wisdom. Reagan. It's all wisdom. That's what it is.
It's wisdom. But well, now ADD kicked in and I'm off. No, I need. Does someone have Ritalin or Adderall?
I got you. I need a urine drug screen first, though.
What the hell was I saying? The AI.
The AI.
We're feeding the AI. What
Yeah.
the hell was I saying? I don't even know.
It was fun though. No matter,
Who cares?
I got you. I think we
Who
were talking
gives a
about the
shit?
disadvantage. Remember we were talking about the advantages.
Yeah,
then you were kind of
it's dependency and depending on it. But and then they're asking us to put our information into it. But like I said, dude, it's to me, it's you are becoming too dependent on it where it's that accessible. And people procrastinate anyway, and they're waiting to the last minute. I'm like, well, shit, I'll just ask AI
Yeah, exactly.
in the next 10
Yeah,
minutes
exactly.
and get my answer.
That's
So
true.
Exactly.
The only problem is if you don't have it, then you feel lost.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying about
that
dependency.
is dependency
Yeah.
for sure.
True.
For sure.
100%.
That's great, man. So I see a lot of I am a member of the Hub.
Awesome.
And
The Hub.
Thank you.
Great,
Thank you,
great
gentlemen.
group. So
Thank you.
I think anybody
Fantastic.
in Pasco loves the Hub.
I hope
yeah,
so.
we love the Hub.
I asked a 90-year-old lady the other day if she knew what the Hub was. She was like,
Yeah,
my grandson was telling me to look up on the Hub.
No, well, if you literally can find, and you know what's good about it? A lot of people are helpful, right? I love it. If you need a painter,
community.
you need a plumber, you need a construction worker, you
Yep.
need a handyman, you need a car
Anything.
dealership,
Yep.
whatever it is, you talk in 30, 40 people, bam, bam, yes, do this, take this, take this, take
And
this.
it's good. I feel like it's a good community. Like
Yep.
everyone is nice. And
They're willing to help. They're
Yep,
willing
for
to be
sure.
helpful. They're willing to be transparent. I think that's the biggest thing is like, I want transparency. I will tell you this though. We don't allow bashing on the
Yes,
page.
and we
love
said
that.
that the other day
And
on the Hub. I
and
saw
it drives me nuts
Yes.
because like, I understand, listen, we, human nature, we are the first to bash if something happens to us in a bad experience.
For sure.
Go on a cruise, go to a hotel, go to a resort. Oh my gosh, this, that, right. And I get that. So everyone, they want to do that right away. But I'm like, listen, people screw up. We're all human.
100%.
So if they have a first screw up, I'm like, come to the admins first. Let us know the scenario. And all the admins, and mind you, there's about 30 of them, and these are volunteering their time. These are not paid people. These are business owners.
Yeah, for sure.
Volunteering their time to be like, let's look over this.
Let's
have a
pass
review
it
board,
better.
right?
Yeah.
And it's changed the behavior, changed the view, right?
Yeah.
So listen, I grew up here, guys. Now, we didn't have the best reputation for a very long time.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
This was all farm town.
Right.
Yeah,
This was a fishing hole back
yeah,
here.
and there was a lot of drugs. I mean, there was a lot of drugs. I mean, it's still a lot, but I mean,
it's come a long way
from where it was.
And it's
for
slowly
sure.
getting better. Trinity's moving into Newport
100%.
Richie, and it's going to continue to move
it will.
forward.
It's only getting better.
It will move up and then out and then finally gone.
It
But
will.
at the end of the day, like we had that bad rep, and I was so tired of it. I'm like, how can we do this? And literally, probably about almost 15 years ago now, when I was a young man, I'm like, let's change the behavior and change the view. And you can't change demographic. You can't stop with that stuff. That's just where you are is where you are.
It is,
but you can certainly inspire people.
Yes.
You can certainly show them the way, and I think we've done that, and it's slowly working, and we're doing that with the hub. So
And I love that because also small businesses.
Yep.
Like that's one thing that's kind of going in the wrong direction in this country, and I feel like the hub is helping. Like if you have a small business and you go on the hub, you can. The guy that washed your car.
Yeah.
You went on the hub.
Yeah.
He had no job. He was pretty much homeless.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow, really?
He washed his car. Then he washed my car. Then he went to my work and he washes everyone in my community. And now I call him. He's like, I'm so sorry, man. I'm too
busy.
booked.
Yeah.
From like no money, almost homeless,
Right.
to now having a full-on business. Now he has a van. So it does change your whole life.
For sure.
Believe it or not, I know you did this from your heart, and it is helping because
Yeah.
people's lives are changing without you even doing anything except creating the hub and connecting people. I love that.
Dude, I was offered $300,000 for the hub.
Are you kidding me?
Straight up. There's people out there that buy Facebook groups, okay?
Wow.
And because they want to capitalize on the data, they want to capitalize on the people and so forth. And I said, why would I? First of all, why would I do that? Number one, it's a business. It's to help business and help the community.
Exactly.
I will never sell out until this day, and I'll say it straight to the camera. I've never monetized from the hub.
Why?
Like, I've never monetized from the hub. I've had people try to grease me. Like, I'll give you $10,000, bro. I'll give you 10 grand if you make me the banner roofing company.
Yeah,
Shit you not.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
insane.
you gonna give me 10 grand? I go. How about this? How about I show you where to put that 10 grand in radius marketing and social media,
100%.
and it will go 10 times further than just 30,000 people. Like, what?
Exactly,
dude. But that's how people are, and I'm like, no, I'll never do that. Now, mind you, I have coaching. Let's be transparent. I've gained business from it.
Yeah, but this is what
never have I taken a check because of that.
But in the long run, that's way better anyway.
I don't want to.
They'll pay you a check, but
I don't
that's
want to.
end there.
It's those groups that fail, bro.
100%.
Those are the groups that fail. They get greedy, and I watch it happen all over and over and over again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
I love what you've done, man, honestly.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, and this is actually, it takes us into our next topic because I know this is something that's very dear to your heart. And and one of your hobbies, I know you love sports. I know you love football. You played football in college until you got injured, of course.
Hobbies
if that's okay if I talk about that?
Yeah.
So
I failed miserably. Thank you.
No.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Fail. You got injured. No, he did not fail. No, okay,
that's why he's not in the NFL, right?
Listen, hey, it's something that unfortunately, this is a risk that comes with the
100%.
sport, and but
you turned the negative into a positive.
I love how he takes the negative into a positive and says, you know what, I got injured, I went through a lot. Let me take a little bit of my focus on to help these young athletes, this young generation who is suffering from chronic traumatic encephalopathy, from major concussions, developing, dementia, developing depression.
And we're seeing that as
loss.
geriatricians, by the way. So, like for us,
see tons of it.
They're at a young age getting injured, but we're seeing the complication, the mental disorders, the depression, the suicide.
Yes.
We're seeing that side.
Yes. I'm sure you have patients that were athletes. I have a few patients that were athletes. And their dementia, I'm telling you, at 50 years old, they're starting to develop dementia symptoms and memory loss at 50 years old.
You remember the Bears quarterback? What's his name? He had it also too.
Which one?
McMahon?
McMahon, yeah.
He had it
McMahon.
really bad, and he got
McMahon.
really bad.
The younger generation, like, who the hell is McMahon?
Yeah, McMahon. It's our only good quarterback in history, man. We've never had a good quarterback. It's the only one.
Right.
I'm hoping Justin Fields does something. I mean, this year was a disaster for us. So I'm not even going to talk about the Bears.
Let's not even talk about the Bears.
Embarrass ourselves.
Let's focus on this.
So I'm going to start out with this here. This is this helmet is actually called the Guardian Cap. Is that what it is?
It's this top part here. So this is the Guardian Cap. So literally, it's a system. You can see how it velcros on top of the normal helmet. Now this is old school.
So easy to put on too.
This is the older generation helmets, but it goes right on. Boom.
Nice.
Velcro over. Done. Right.
Nice.
So at the end of the day, it reduces the impact. Now the NFL this was the first year they did the entire NFL preseason. It was mandated that the linemen wore these.
No
Nice.
way.
Yeah, so if you look, like if you watch.
Yeah, watch
go
a
to-
lot of the
you like
preseason
Bears,
games.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at the Bears, look at the preseason. They're all wearing these caps. The Bucs are wearing these caps, they're all wearing these caps.
Actually, you know what? I do remember that.
everyone-
Yes.
everyone-
I've seen it. You're right.
Yes.
Everyone's like, what in the world are these apparatuses
Yeah.
on top of the players' helmets? Well, the beauty part is that the NFL did the study, not the company. So it wasn't the company, it wasn't third party, it was the NFL that did the study, and they reduced concussions by 50%.
That's insane. That's an insane number.
This season, this preseason.
That's insane
this
amount of
20
numbers.
In medicine, 5% change is huge.
Right.
50% is
50%.
unheard of.
Right. So my goal is this. Our goal as a community should be this. We need to get these mandated, right?
100%.
We need to get these mandated for every athlete,
Yes.
every high school
Young.
athlete, every PAL,
Yep.
boys club, Pee
What-
Wee League,
anything.
private
Every
league.
parent is
And
gonna want this.
I don't see. Here's my thing too. Now that parents know about this, and now that parents have seen this out there, why are they not paying the $59.99
Yeah,
or whatever
exactly.
whatever the world
Yeah,
is to get this for their kid? But either
Yes.
which way, I understand there's a lot of families out there that don't have the means to do so.
Yeah.
So the state should mandate this. So
I
there's actually
agree.
State Representative Brad Yeager
Yes.
actually reached out to me. He wants to bring it to the House bill, and which was really cool. And I said, yeah, let's make that happen. So whatever you need from me, now you have the data. Now you know it was reduced by 50%. If we could bring that to the House, holy cow, every athlete in the state of Florida will be covered. And it
Amazing.
started right here.
That's amazing.
Think about that. It
Wow.
started
The state
right
of-
here.
oh my
Pasco
God.
County,
Wow. Pasco.
River Ridge High School. That was the first team
Amazing.
to have it because the people in the hub and the
Yes.
people in the hub pro
Yes.
privately came together to raise money to cover everyone on the varsity football team.
I love that.
That's how the
That's
mission started.
amazing.
I love that.
That's how a community changes the world.
So-
You're
so-
literally saying a community changes
You know
the
what's
world.
funny is that we don't take into consideration. He said, what was the price of the $59.99?
$59.
Fuck, come on.
$60, right? So
Right.
$60 for
AJ,
this.
for a
protect
patient to
your
see
kid.
you first
Yeah.
visit is like $150.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, well, not
So
only
if I
that,
hit my head-
imagine your child
Yeah.
suffering through CTE, which is chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Yeah.
Imagine how many doctor visits you have. Imagine the medications you have to be on. Imagine the trauma and suffering that you have to go through to see your child like this.
Yeah.
For $60.
Imagine.
That can reduce 50%
Just
of
imagine
that type
college
of trauma.
athletes that spend their whole life trying to make it into the NFL,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
make no money,
Yep.
don't create a career for themselves,
Right.
and then right before
Yep.
one hit and they
Yeah,
can't
so
play.
they can't play.
Over.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
I've
It's a
suffered.
disaster.
I wonder if later on in the future they could do this for other sports too. Just
Well,
like-
I think they have it for lacrosse.
I was about
Oh,
to say,
nice.
like,
Yeah, I
you
think
know,
they
like,
have it for lacrosse, and like I said, I think
hockey
it's
maybe,
an
or-
evolving.
Yeah,
an
it will.
evolving thing,
It
you
will
know?
start
do you
developing.
know like what the material
I
or
don't
anything?
know.
Okay,
I don't know the
I was-
pure
yeah.
technology on it. I just obviously,
And we'll
absorption.
put a link to it.
Yeah.
That way they
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
go and
so-
do some
so,
homework.
yeah,
I
so
wound
he
up
does
building
have
a
a-
relationship. His name's Tony. He's actually like their lead sales guy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to building a relationship with him, and he travels the state, talking about the product as well. So
Yeah.
it is a great product. But I'm passionate about it, gentlemen, because
gonna
I
take this out,
suffered
too.
multiple concussions in
Wow.
college. Now, mind you, I went to a smaller school, and still there you go, and still suffered concussions to the point to where I was stuttering. I had
Really?
blurry vision, and
that's horrible.
back in the day it was get in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Stop being a
Exactly.
wuss.
Take
Get on
some
the
Midol.
field.
Get in
Yeah.
there.
Exactly.
Right? Seriously, that's
Exactly.
what it was. And we got up and we went right back in. And then I'm playing concussed. People are playing concussed, and it's long term
No, that's
damage.
horrible.
Listen, I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
I put on this bravado. I put on this. I'm hurting. I'm not gonna lie.
And no one's gonna feel it except you.
No,
And that's the suffering.
But it's
Nobody will
not.
understand.
I don't dwell on it. I don't sit on it. It hurts. Like there's parts of me that don't want to move in the morning. You know what I mean? And it's from the game of football. I love the game of football. It's the sport that prepares young boys to become men.
Yep.
I truly believe in that. I'll always be a believer in it. I helped coach high school ball for some time. But at the end of the day, just protect your kids.
For sure.
You're gonna go. You'll drop
the most
$500 on
important
Jordans.
part.
Yeah, exactly.
But you won't get $60 helmet.
That doesn't make any
Yep.
sense.
Yeah.
One
I'm gonna do it too myself.
one kid can, and you can save a life. You can save them a history of so much headaches and trauma, and of course
Let's protect
agony.
our youth, man.
So we got to protect our youth because they are the future of this country.
We,
So
we ran the numbers. I'll tell you right now, to cover every athlete in Pasco County was like $50K.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
nothing.
that's absolutely nothing.
And
50
long
cents
term,
nothing.
just think about long
Right.
term.
Yeah, exactly.
And the reusable.
I don't know
washable.
how like insurance companies wouldn't even want this.
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you really think
Right.
about it,
Right.
$60.
Yeah.
You know, if insurance company is paying for every single visit
Yeah,
to
right.
see a
So
neurologist,
yeah.
neurosurgeons, all of this,
Well,
this
they're
would be
willing to-
long term.
Exactly.
Something
Yeah.
insurance company could
Yeah.
go into.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly. Well, Regan, is there anything else that you'd like to say before we finish the night?
No, what I would, yes, I would. I would like to
Please,
say is that
please.
I've been watching you two gentlemen for quite some time now.
Thank you,
And
man.
then what I see in both of you is the future. You are starting the future. This is what we want from doctors. We want interaction. We want to have these relationships where I feel like it was very dry. I think it was a very dry time where we didn't have those relationships with doctors, and you guys are willing to come out here, give your information, help each other out, help the community out. You got these guys are going places, and I can't wait to see your journey.
I appreciate it, man. Honestly, my biggest reason I even went into this, I miss the days where the doctor would take the bag, go to the family, know everyone in the family, know the patient in and out. Exactly. And that's why we love to do it.
Well, everybody's the doctors have this, people think that doctors are just either stuck up or, they're rude or they know it all. And there's no personality. It's all about that bedside manner, right? Do you want to
do it with love? Everything is easier.
Exactly. Exactly. You do it from your heart.
Is there a GQ Doctor Magazine? Because you guys will be on the face of that. I just want to say,
thank you, man. All, bro. I would love to, man. I appreciate it, man.
I love this guy, bro. I love this guy. Bald is the new sexy. He has to know that, though.
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
He makes fun of my bald head all the time.
It's a perfectly round head, bro. It's perfect. I love it.
Thank you. I try.
It looks great.
It belongs in a museum.
Yeah. Thank you. I was thinking about donating my brain and my scalp when I'm done. When I die.
This is a perfect for you. You should try this on.
How's that look?
Look great, bro. Hey, you want to go head on?
I love it, man.
Thank you, man.
Regan, God bless you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for coming on. One more thing before you go. Is there any possibility you would love to join us again in the future?
Always.
Come on, please.
Absolutely. And I want to encourage business owners to come and sit with you.
Thank you. 100%. We would love that.
Yeah.
We would love that.
I enjoyed this. We're more than happy.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite episodes that we did in a long time.
Me too.
I've had a blast today.
Let's bring the community together, man. The only way we're ever going to advance is if we all work together.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's collab. Let's talk to some schools and see if we could donate some of our time and help
I'm already saying right now, yes, I will go donate my time on a Saturday, Sunday, Friday night lights. I will be the doctor on the
let
team.
us know.
I'm more than happy. And I think I want to do a case study on this.
I love it. Doc Talk is Hub certified. We appreciate you.
Yes, I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, man.
So much, brother. God bless you, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Good night.